Hi everyone, this is Pakuchiko. The first week of studying abroad in Malta and going to school is over. It was over in no time. This time I'd like to share with you what it feels like to be a language school studying in Malta after a week. The school I'm going is in the city of Srima. It's a city by the sea, and the school route is very comfortable. The school is quite large and can accommodate up to 600 people. The morning basic class I participate in consists of about 8 to 10 classmates and one teacher every day. Private lessons are randomly included in the afternoon. On the first day when I went, my classmates were 3 Koreans, 1 Japanese, 2 Libya, and 1 Ukraine. The class is a relatively flexible way in which the teacher explains the questions and the content of texts while discussing it with classmates. So the quality of the class content is a large depending on the willingness to participate in class. I think it depends, but our class, they are all very supportive and motivated, so I found it very meaningful. By the way, I have to talk to people from various countries for work, so it was good to be able to interact with English with all the accents. For the afternoon class, I chose the TOEIC preparation course at the beginning of the application, but since a certain number of students didn't gather, I decided to look back on the speaking class or individual class. I chose the speaking class on the first day. The main class is to debate at a fairly close distance, but since there were some classmates who participate without wearing a mask, I switched to a private class this time. It was an interesting class that I would have liked to attend if it's not this time, or if I didn't have a business after returning to Japan. However, the private lessons I switched to were even more difficult, and I solved a mountain of high-level problems. It's probably a little above my vocabulary level in 45 minutes. And of course, I made a mistake, so I asked it, but I don't know what it is. So after I get home, I took a closer look and bring it to the point where I got it. And I get a lot of homework. It's because teacher asked me, do you want more? I get max because I felt it's waste money not to get more work. But it is too much. It takes about an hour for each one because I can finally solve it after researching it, but I get 10 more of them. Like this, even though I couldn't finish my homework because I was full of homework, the hotel's Wi-Fi stopped for 5 hours due to a cyber attack in the area. I can't use the dictionary. Oh my god, let's sleep. By repeating such a thing, the weekday ended at speed of light. Even if I tried to review it, I couldn't finish my homework, and as a matter of course, and the reference books I brought from Japan only opened on the first day, even though it was so heavy. Now I'd like to talk about the changes in my mind other than studying that I felt after a week. When I came to Malta, attended classes and first discussed with classmates from each country, I was interested in the differences in each way of thinking, and there was a thing where I listened to in detail why they think so. But another classmate who saw it stopped trying to listen further because it would be hate speech. I couldn't understand why he stopped at that time, but I thought for myself. For example, if we are living in Japan and want to make friends at work or in the local community, it's effective to shorten our distance by looking for something in common with the other person or looking for empathy. However, if we grew up in completely different environments and receive different education, we may not have something in common or empathy. No matter how hard we try, we probably can't sympathize with them because the thoughts are so far apart. In the case of Japanese people, we have come close to the point where we are convinced to some extent because we are raised under the same education and the same law. Our thoughts are close. Maybe I had never tried to understand the thoughts of people who were so far apart from each other, because even if I interact with them at work or in the city, I don't listen to their ideology deeply, and I don't have that much vocabulary. And when I faced such a person, I concluded that by taking the attitude of I don't understand, but I respect your thoughts. I don't understand, but I respect your thoughts. I and the other person will feel comfortable. Of course, this is the case when I was difficult to understand. After changing to that stance, I became able to communicate very smoothly. I think I couldn't get this feeling without attending a class at the language school this time, so it may be a bigger harvest than my language knowledge. I thought it was thought, not language, that separated people. However, it was a story of the previous time that it was divided, and we should respect each other and create a comfortable space for each. Thank you for listening.